Good evening, people. Here we are once again. Good to see you all. Right, audio video test before we do another goddamn thing. So, George, are you hearing me and seeing me clearly? Anybody, just answer that and then we can jump in a little bit. I get nervous when somebody said yes. You know, after the last time when I was talking to myself for 30 minutes. Anybody? Are we good? Guys? Somebody? There we go. Sounds good and sure. Fantastic. Welcome, good evening, wonderful, fantastic people to another Supernatural Files. It's been a couple of dodgy weeks with the COVID thing. I'm not going to jump straight in until we get a few more people, because you know what happens? People, Athena, hi sweetheart, good evening. Absolutely fantastic lady. Hope you're good. Right, anyway, like I said, we'll jump straight in for another 5 or 10 minutes, so it's going to be babble chat, because over the last few things I've noticed, people say, oh, I'm late, I missed the beginning, this and everything else. So, do you know what? We'll just wing it for a few minutes. Right, it's been quite an interesting couple of weeks. As you all know, Paddy had COVID, and boy, my goodness me, it hit her hard. Poor girl. To put her on that, what's it called? Thing, was it Paxlovid? She started to feel a little bit better. Thought fantastic. She did a test. A few days later, she was negative. 24 hours later, she was negative again. She was positive again. Wow. Did a little Google, and it said that people on Paxlovid have a rebound. And with that rebound comes more symptoms. So that's what happened to Paddy. So Paddy's had a really rough ride for the last couple of weeks. Athena, you've been an absolute sweetheart. Athena's been helping Paddy, spoke to her and everything. Greatly appreciated. Because you know what, sometimes a lady needs to speak to a lady, not a hubby. It's a girl thing. I get that. Right, so I today tested negative, the first day. Fantastic. I did it the day before yesterday, I was still positive. Did it today, I was negative. Although it's not affected me one little bit, which I'm very pleased to say. Didn't even know I got it, apart from the little thing told me I'd got it. So really grateful for that, because you know what? I'm seeing so many people. Facebook, and Melissa, absolutely wonderful, wonderful woman. She was in the Tuttle Mansion documentary. She's got COVID now and she's suffering as well. Everybody's suddenly getting COVID again. This show's not about COVID, but I've got to say, guys, despite CDC and all the recommendations and everything, they've played it down way too much. This thing is as bad as it has always been, and this is the most infectious yet. So be smart, stay safe, and get them goddamn masks on for you and everybody else. Anyway, yeah, I feel like I dodged a major bullet there, for reasons I think I explained last week. I felt fine throughout. Absolutely fantastic. Right, what we got here? Michael. Hi, Michael. You in the UK? Michael, you got a late one? Or was it an early one? What time is it now? What's that? 7? What's that make it over there? That's not 3 o'clock in the morning, is it? Michael, is that 3 a.m. in the morning in the UK? I think it might be. Wow. Now that is commitment. Okay. Yeah, Paddy's, George, it is 3 in the UK. Now that is a follower. That is commitment. Kudos. And he's also invited me over for a pint in Manchester when I get over there. And I've got to tell you, Michael, I am coming to Manchester when I get back over in the UK. When I do the shooting with the production company, the Hollywood production company for the TV show that's going out later, I am going to Manchester as well. So I might just take you up on that offer. Pint of cold Stella Oil 3 sounds absolutely wonderful. Okay. Right. Hello, APS Paranormal 2. Wow. I'm impressed, guys. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Right, I think I've sorted my webcam out, because I don't know if you've noticed over the last couple of weeks, it's been like really glary and colourful and everything. I decided to go on the website and download some software, their software, to see if it would make it much difference. I think it looks a little bit better and a little bit more natural today. Right, on the COVID front, finally, Patty, she suffered like hell. It's been really hard. Every sleepless night, every good day, bad night, bad day, bad day, bad night. I've been taking care of her, and the last couple of days I'm seeing glimmers of Patty, my old Patty, the woman I married, especially today. She got up, she was feeling crappy. I said, sweetheart, go and get a shower, whatever, just make yourself look better because you'll feel better, it's psychological. And she did. She put a bit of makeup on and she come out and I was like, wow. She looked pretty good. So hopefully Paddy's going back to work on Tuesday. We've not done another test on her yet. We know she was positive the day before yesterday. Hopefully she'll be clear by the time it's time for her to go to work. So, yeah, I've done the COVID thing. I've got the t-shirt. Kicked its ass. Fortunately, I could kick its ass, so its ass was kicked. And time to move on. Right. It will be in the fridge. Michael, what do you mean it'll be in the fridge? Germany. Ursula, hi. 4 a.m. in Germany. Wow, you guys, you're the best. Ian Bennett, now there's a blast from the past. Hi, Ian. How are you doing? Wow, that's going back some. Okay, this is good. This is really good. It will be in the fridge. That's a cheapskate, Michael. You need to take me out for a pint. I want a pub dinner. I want the pint. In fact, no, forget the pint. You know what? We'll have a glass of red Merlot. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so tonight we're going to have some sneak peeks at a couple of episodes. You know, the ones that are going out later this year, hopefully on the TV, which I'm working very hard on. There is the Oxford Saloon. There is the Brookdale Lodge. We're not going to do anything on that tonight because we covered that quite a lot in the past. Oxford Saloon and the Tuttle Mansion. Wow. You know, as Steve Mara said, well, it was Steve that actually first labelled me as a catalyst, because on every investigation, wherever I go, in whatever country, at any time, I always get a shitload of stuff straight off the bat within 10 minutes. Bang, 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 and it's constant. Every single case I've been on, and this is why I did the American Supernatural Uncovered. So if anyone that's just joined us tonight, it is a series I'm hoping to get on the TV, pitching. We got the Tuttle Mansion uncovered. We have the Brookdale Lodge uncovered. We have the Oxford Saloon uncovered. They are the three basic pilots. Now, if we don't get took up on them in the next couple of months, you know what? I'm putting them on straight onto Amazon for rental. And I'll probably go through Film Hub as well. Because, you know, we've all seen the TV shows, and I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. They're all pretty much generic, follow the same format, lots of night vision, lots of suggestion. Did you hear that? I can feel this. What was that, dude? You know what? I don't know about you guys, but I got bored of that a long time ago. I was actually offered a show a few years ago. A TV show. I was offered a TV show. And I declined. Why would I do that? Because I was approached by a production company that says, we've got this green lighted, we just want to host. Right, okay, what's it all about? Oh, well, come and have a meeting with us. Well, yeah, I will, but I need some basics. Well, Don, what we would like you to do is take these people around some haunted locations in the UK. Fantastic, I can do that. Yeah, there will be females, scantily dressed with big boobs. Okay, and yeah, we want you to scare them so that when they're running and everything, it'll be fantastic. I said, yeah, no, I can't do that shit. I'm not doing that. Yeah, but you'll be really well paid and it'll be really fantastic show. Yeah, you know what? You have to find somebody else. I've got a reputation. I've got credibility. I cannot be seen to be manipulating the female form for entertainment. I mean, oh my God, I would have never ever have lived that down. So I didn't do it. I declined it, despite the good payment, apparently. But you know what? That show never saw the light of day, so I can only assume it was a total flop. Because I never even seen a pilot going out. But even if it didn't go out, just my association with that, can you imagine? Oh my God, seriously. So much for putting credibility back into the field of paranormal research. Okay, we're going to wait for another 5 minutes, guys, until we get a few more joiners. So I'm going to be talking crap. As any time, as you know what, this is not just my show, guys, this is your show too. So, let me hit that magic button, which looks something like that. There we go. Feel free to call in anytime. Anybody wants to actually come on the show, little live stream thing going there. Do you know what? Dig deep, be brave, share your experiences, ask questions, because it's our show. It's not all Don's show, it is our show. You guys are important. I said some time ago, people are always saying, we're going to have a special guest on the show, and they get the special guest. And the special guest is someone that's relatively well known and etc. But you know what? The special guests, the other people, are you guys. You guys that support me, support the field, give your input, your experiences, ask your questions. You are just as important as any special guest I could get on the show. So you know what? Take advantage of that. All you got to do, send me an email, ravenmediaproductions@outlook.com or don-phillips@outlook.com. I will send you a link. You can prepare for a few minutes to see what you want to mention or talk about or share experiences. You will then be on the show. I will bring you on and we can talk. And also it gives you an opportunity to meet other people and them to meet you, because this is what I want. I want us all to get to know each other a little bit better. Okay. Let me just jump into the comments. Right. My partner's a George, Ohio. Gotcha. My partner is a microbiology, so I understand how bad it gets. Okay, he's obviously talking about the COVID thing. Right, Ursula, Germany, fantastic. Michael, it will be in the fridge. We've done that. Stella, yeah, okay. Stella, maybe one as well. We could, you know. Right, Hildy, Norway, sending you love. No, it's 4 a.m. in Norway, but we have that summertime, wintertime hour. Welcome as always. You know, I love you guys. Kevin Hart, good morning. Good morning, Kevin. George, TV production is a ton of work. No, George, it's not a ton of work. It's a ton of work and some. Trust me on that. Michael, okay. George, your credibility would have been zero. Yeah, I know. George is obviously referring to the running around with big-breasted ladies in tight clothes. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Seriously? Can you imagine? Wow. Okay, so, right. Here's the thing. Guys, I've decided I want to build a community. You know, I mean, you guys kind of interact on here a little bit and everything. So what I'm going to do, I was thinking about this for the last couple of days. I'm going to create a website, the supernaturalfiles.com website. It will have a live forum. A live forum. You'll have the opportunity to upload your own personal introductions, videos, and everything else. I want this to be a group. I want to expand this group. I want to know about people's experiences. I want to build I mean, you guys are fantastic. Do you know what I love about you guys? You're all grounded. You are inquisitive. You're not afraid to ask questions, which I'm not afraid to answer. And I just think if you had a website, thesupernaturalfiles.com, where you could all be members, free, I'm not charging any money, okay. You can interact with each other, share things between each other, and I think that's probably obviously the next stage from the YouTube thing. What do you think, guys? Is that a good idea? Would you like that? A live forum? Get to know each other a little bit better? Right, let me have a look what we've got here. Website sounds amazing. I think that's a good idea. I think that is a good idea. You know, we've got www.americansupernatural.com, which is to do with the actual series, which is out of date by about 18 months. That's fantastic. But you know, I've now got to recreate that, because originally when I did that, I was in the UK and it was hosted by a UK host. Now I'm in the States. I also need to recreate that website and make it even better and get a US host. I want all these things to be interactive, because you know, it's about the paranormal community. One thing I will mention is, I've been browsing around other sites, and you know, I don't want to diss people. Anybody watching that's got a paranormal group, guys, I've said this so many times, be your own skeptic. I'm still seeing shitloads of audio and visual pareidolia being put out as evidence, which is obviously audio and visual pareidolia. And you know what? That is not helping you, because that does not separate you from the rest of the millions of teams out there. Not everybody, but a lot of them doing exactly the same thing. You are just another group putting stuff out which is open to interpretation, and obviously sometimes obviously not what you're claiming it to be. That is damaging the subject, and that is not going to help you stand out from the rest. To be different, you've got to do different. You've got to produce different. You've got to show different. You've got to present yourself differently. Otherwise, you're just another paranormal group. And I don't mean, I'm not being disrespectful to any paranormal groups, but you know, if you want to stand out, if you want to be the best, that means sometimes thinking outside the box and doing things different. Think different. What can you do different to everybody else? Question your work. Put your work under a microscope. Put your bias aside, as I have. I've got so strict with what I put out over the years, because, well, we've been there before. I don't need to go into that again. Speaking of audio and visual pareidolia, I did a case a couple of years ago in the UK. A young lady contacted me. I've got stuff going on in my house, and I took a picture of a ghost. Of course, I was kind of like, I get this all the time. Yeah, okay, it's probably just a blurry kind of thing and visual pareidolia. Do you know what, guys? Whatever this is not visual pareidolia. This is the best example. Not that just that any of my clients have produced or shown me. The best example of an apparition I have seen anywhere that's real. And I mean anywhere. Before I show you that, what I'm going to do right now, in a minute actually, let's just jump into the comments quick. So, you know, I'm on my own here. Paddy's still poorly. I have to try and keep on top of what's going on. Website sounds amazing. Done that. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Old school forums are superior to social media. You know what, they really are. I'm very skeptical when going out. Michael. Was it you, Michael, that said before you kind of encountered me in this show, you was kind of like, and then you changed your mind? Was it you? If it was, put a comment in there so I can read it out, because that would be interesting, and we can talk about that a little bit. In the meantime, like I was saying, I got called out. Lady, very frightened, young girl. I'm not going to play you all the video clips. It's actually out on YouTube, but the pictures, my God. So she was asleep in bed one night. She felt a presence. Now everybody feels a presence. Scientists would say, yeah, that's just imagination. How do you find imagination? When you take your iPhone in the dock that's at the side of your bed, point it next to your bed where you feel there's a presence, and you take a picture. What do you think turned out? Total blackness? These are iPhones. These are absolutely super amazing, even in the dark. I'm going to find this picture now, because, my goodness me. Guys, some of you may have seen this already. I've featured it before. This is not visual pareidolia. This is a genuine apparition of a spirit person at the side of this woman's bed in the early hours of the morning. And she sent this photograph, which I can confirm, to a place in London. Why London, I don't know, because Leicester's got places as well. To have it analysed, and they come back just for her credibility. This has not been tampered with in any way. We don't know what this is. We can't say what this is, but that is definitely a figure. That is definitely a person. I totally concur, guys. Right now, just take a look at this. Okay, the top's blue, but look at the bottom where I made it black and white. That is, without doubt, a guy's face. He's got a moustache, you can see his nose, you can see everything. What about that? Isn't that fantastic? In fact, to the point, I think if there was any relatives that could go way back, look at that now. Isn't that incredible? There is no way on this planet that is audio pareidolia. What do you think? You can get your comments in right now. In fact, you know what? I'm going to play that one more time. One more time. There it is. So I've made it black and white. Anyone thinks that's visual pareidolia? You can, and we're talking. I think there's some kind of relation to the 17th century, 18th century, which would make sense with the kind of. You can even see the goddamn hair, the big nose, the moustache. It's all there. Look at that. Now, if that was a police photo fit, you know what? They would be able to identify a person with what you're looking at on screen right now. She was in bed at night, there were strange things going on, which is in the actual video, which I will post a link to after this at the bottom, so you can watch the whole video if anybody has not seen it. Absolutely amazing. So, like I said, taken in the dark with an iPhone, not manipulated, and I've read the metadata from that picture, so I know what it was taken on, when it was taken, what device it was taken on, and everything ties up to exactly what she's saying. And plus, I can run analysis on that to see if it's been manipulated through any kind of software, and I can tell you it has not. That is the genuine article. So to anybody out there that says, you know what, ghosts don't exist, hauntings not really, it's people's imagination, see ya. That is fantastic. I've also got a picture, which I couldn't find this evening, but I will, of one that I took from a spirit personality who was a regular visitor and kind of friend of mine from 5 years ago, called Jonathan. Absolutely fantastic. This was in the 1960s. Jonathan was in a prison in London, and what happened with Jonathan was he basically got framed. He got imprisoned in the 1960s. When he got out, he decided to exact revenge on the person that had put him in jail. So he decided to burn their house down. Unbeknown to Jonathan, there was people in the house and they all died because of his actions. He burned the house down and there was people in there. When I dig this picture out, which I promise I'm going to put on the next show, you will see Jonathan. This is a spirit photograph of Jonathan. He's got the 1960s donkey jacket on. You can see his face, you can see his hat. It's incredible. And I took this. Me and my ex-partner and my daughter have gone to a firework bonfire night a few years ago. There was just us, and we was walking back. We was walking across a field, just a field, no trees, just nothing, just a field. And I felt a presence. And I got my camera, because I've been taking photographs of the fireworks. And I went, tch-tch. Wow. When I got back and looked at that image, I was like, wow. I said, Becky, who's this? This male voice come in, he says, it's Jonathan. And he told me his whole story. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what it is about me which enables phenomena to take place in my presence like that, whether it's on an investigation or anything else. I mean, Steve Murray says, Don, you're a catalyst. Yeah, you know what? I totally get that, because wherever I go, and the other thing that's really weird is these guys all know me. You know, I went to a place, where was it? I think it's the first time I went to Woodchester Mansion. The first recording I got is, we know who you are. Okay, fantastic. And I get this a lot. Come and join us. You should be with us. There's certain things that I'm not going to go into, but it's fantastic all the same. Right, moving on. Comments, quickly. Guys, the website, yeah, we've done that. Good idea, yeah. Super, yeah. Skeptical. Michael, no, it wasn't you. Okay. I've been following you for a long time. Okay, Michael, amazing picture. Do you know what, guys? Isn't that incredible? This is a client that contacted me and said, hey, you know, I've got this picture I took in the dark of a ghost next to my bed. I mean, can you imagine me? I was like, yeah, okay, here's another one. But I was blown away. I was like, wow. Okay, right. Guys, as always, there's a phone number at the bottom. You can call in. Michael, you want to come on the show for just 5 minutes? Send me an email. I'll send you a link. You can come on. You can ask any questions. Or Kevin or George. You know what, guys? Come on. Be brave. This is our show. This is not Don's show. Okay. Right. Let's get into this. Now then. The Oxford Saloon. So, they had a lot of weird stuff going on over a long time. Their customers. Don't know what that sound just was. Don't know if you heard that. It was like a womanly sound. Just went. Anybody hear that? Let me just do this quickly. Wow. What the hell is that? Okay, let's give that a little. Let's just play that and see what that is. I mean, obviously that was total silence when I took it, as always, and it may not be clear, but it is. What is clear is there is something there that really should not be there. Let me see if I can find my. Oh, here we go. Let's just chuck that through again. See if we can decipher anything from that sudden. Stop buzzing. Turn this up a little. There we go, guys. Something, there's nothing was the last two words on that. There's nothing is very clear to me. I don't know who you are, but welcome. What's your name? Wow. We have a visitor, guys. It may not be clear what's being said, but we definitely have a visitor. These are taking total silence. We should get nothing but shh. Oh, hang on. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh shit, I've cocked it up now, guys. I've cocked it up, I think. It's not that, it should be folder A, I think. Oh. The wonders of going blind. Right, hold on. Right, that's the one, right. I've got to go to 73. That was the last recording on this one. '73. You're doing your best? I don't know. So it sounds like to me. Okay. Conditions obviously this time of year are not fantastic, but we do have a guest, it would appear. Welcome, whoever you are. Oh, lots of comments piling in here. George, yes, it is Oxford in Snohomish. We're going to get back on that in a second. I didn't hear the whoosh, sorry, not a problem. It sounded like a car in the distance. That was not a car. Don, is that a guitar amp? They don't have great reproduction of frequencies across the audio spectrum. They're tuned for guitar, voicings, This is an amp, so it can be used for vocal or guitar. It wasn't a motorbike, Kimmy. No, it wasn't. Guitar amps aren't great. They can be useful for me. No, this has actually got a vocal thing on, so you know it's not purely a vocal thing. But you know, the point being, guys, there is something there that should not have been there when taken. It should have been. Shh. That's what it should have been. Don't know what he was saying exactly, but there it is. Okay, where was I? Right, Snohomish. Yes, George, it is Snohomish. So. That was quite an investigation. So I got called out to Snohomish. Now the main reason there for being was in the 1930s there was 3 murders in this place, all deemed suicides. Are you ready for this? One was in a closet, a little cupboard. Who commits suicide in a little cupboard? So that was one. Another one was downstairs in the speakeasy area with the pool tables and the bar. That was 2. The third one was apparently a young lady that had been forced into prostitution. And so distraught was she by this, she decided to get in the bathtub and commit suicide. Now, do you know what? I'm not interested in ghost hunting. I'm not a ghost hunter. I unravel, I unsolve mysteries. That's what I do. Me and Becky and the guys. And the owners of the Oxford Saloon, they was also curious. Was it a suicide? Was it a murder? Now we've also got to bear in mind, these people, this is unfinished business. If your name is attributed to you taking your own life in a bathtub, in a closet, or anywhere else, and you didn't do that, and there was actually a perpetrator, you want that perpetrator to be named. Okay, they won't be around anymore, but nevertheless, you want justification. You want justice. I didn't commit suicide. I was murdered. So for me, this whole deal was about unraveling this mystery. And I can tell you guys, though, I managed to ascertain the girl in the bathtub was not it wasn't a suicide case as depicted in history. So we're rewriting history here. She was murdered in the bathroom and put in the bathtub to make it look like a suicide. Now I've got some little clips to show you very shortly. Well, in the next 5 minutes. I'm not putting everything out because this is part of American Supernatural Uncovered. But I got to tell you, the stuff I'm not putting out is more incredible than the stuff I'm about to put out. And the stuff I'm about to put out is pretty incredible in itself. And you know what? My mind still boggles how anyone can refute the existence of the afterlife, spirits, consciousness, with the amount of stuff that we put out over the years. It just beggars belief. How can anybody with two brain cells rubbed together say this is ambient sound resembling speech? I've covered this many times. Direct replies to specific questions, not taken away, put on a laptop and played later after they've been cleaned up, played on the spot. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm saving the best for the actual series. So these are just little clips I'm going to play for you right now. Patty. Patty was the then deemed person committing suicide in the bathtub, as you will see, and she's really good at it on the reconstruction. Before I play that, as always, let me just jump in and see if we've got any more comments. Okay, no, right, okay, so let me get into this first. Right, so what I will say is we had a break. Hang on, let me get these in order. Let me just check this. Right, so we was filming, we were shooting the episode. This is all just rough footage. And then we had a break. We went into the little room, which was actually a brothel. My hearing is 100% tip-top, above a lot of people's hearing when I'm listening to things. So sometimes I can hear things that other people can't. Like when it was Steve and we was at Gainers, I just heard two women talking about shopping. And Steve said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah. This is coming up in the TV thing." So I put the recorder on, and there's two women there, which was incredible. "I saw a lovely dress the other day." Fantastic. Steve was blown away. I was gobsmacked. We saw another dress the other day. What? These guys go window shopping or whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying my hearing is very acute to the frequencies of these guys. But we all kind of heard this, and what I think we was hearing was actually what was going on on the landing outside the door of the room that we was in, because they've got CCTV cameras set up in the Oxford, little dome cameras, but they also record sound. One time we was in there just talking, we heard "help." All of us heard that. This is not this clip, but we all heard that. We went. This is in the actual documentary. We went running outside. I grabbed the camera. We went running down the stairs. We went running into the bar to see Rebecca. Said, "Are you all right?" And she's sitting there. She's like on the phone. She went, "Yeah, why?" "We just heard a scream for help come from downstairs." "Really?" "Yeah." We was convinced there was something going on downstairs with Rebecca, lovely lady, at the Oxford Saloon. So they actually went through the CCTV footage, and on that CCTV footage is "help." Fantastic. That I've saved for the actual documentary. But on the CCTV footage, we also captured a shitload of stuff going on the landing outside the room, and believe it or not, a gunshot from yesteryear. A gunshot. So first of all, this is where we're just kind of chilling and we start hearing things. Then I'm going to take you into what I picked up when they sent me the footage. I enhanced the sound a little bit to see if I could hear anything. And wow, yeah, I definitely heard a lot of stuff. So this is the clip where we're just chilling, where we actually begin to start just hearing things. First name. You didn't make a noise just then.
Nope.
I heard it.
Did you hear
I
it?
heard it was over there.
What was it?
It was a very loud whisper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I just heard it was airy.
airy.
Yeah. Yeah. That it doesn't help.
No, it was straight from over there. That's
I
why.
did.
I didn't make a noise.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so is that still recording?
Yeah.
That may be on camera, so we'll have to review that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that
what
too.
was that?
Yeah.
That was something being moved.
Huh?
There
was
again.
Mm-hmm. I heard that a
Alright.
second ago over here.
Hold on, Jen. If any spirits have just made any sound or moved anything, can you do it again? Can you make a sound? That sounded like movement on the landing.
Jen.
Okay. Interesting, not super impressive, but we was all hearing things now. Skeptics would argue that, yeah, you know what, you suggested something and everybody was like, oh, on high alert and wow, yeah, okay, that, you know, there was nothing there that really stood out. But believe me, we was all hearing something. Obviously the camera didn't pick everything up. But during that time, I asked for the video, the CCTV footage of when we was hearing things. Before I play that, let me go to the comments and I'll show you exactly what was going on. How do I explain audio replay from yesteryear? George, I'm going to get into that after these next few clips. Okay. Right. So, some of these are more impressive than others. We was in that room, just chilling, having a break. We was hearing things. I requested the footage from the CCTV. It's like a timestamp. It's when we was in the room. Okay, guys. First of all, these are little, very, 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 very short clips. And I don't know how good your speakers are, if you've got headphones on or whatever, but the first one, some of these actually when we was on the landing, when we went out, but one of them was grandfather. Very, very short clips, but take a listen to this. Okay, very short clip. Let's play that one again. Grandfather. And one more time. That is on a CCTV camera audio, just outside the door from where we were. We was hearing all sorts of strange things. Can you hear grandfather? Then, also into the CCTV camera was a voice that said, I love this place. Again. More time. Guys, can you all hear I love this place? To me, it is super, super clear. Then there was a breath again. You know, this is the CCTV camera above the door of the room where we was inside. One more time. How the hell do you even get a when there's nobody on the landing and we are inside behind a closed door? Incredible. But that's not the best. And then there was another one. which sounds like a child, that said Bubba, and then a guy seems to give a name, and he said Lawrence. Listen to this one. And again. The Bubba and Lawrence, that was actually during a reenactment scene where Jennifer, absolutely fantastic woman, and Doc Skinner, great guy. We was reenacting a scene of when the place was a brothel, and effectively Jen was a prostitute, and Doc Skinner, he was actually the punter. So, but again, it was totally silence. The Bubba, whatever that means, and Lawrence, totally there. Total silence. And when I'm shooting, trust me, there is total silence, because if somebody just as much as farts or burps, cut! Shh! I'm that strict. Okay. So that's that one. What else have we got? Then there was another one. I'm saving the best till last. It sounds like break his will. Now, initially, I've got this title wrong. There was another one that said break his legs. That is not this one. This one is what I believe to be something along the lines of break his will. Again, when we're actually doing the reenactment. Sounds like break his will. I'll play that one more time, guys. Okay, and before I get to the grand finale, let's just go to the comments. Let's see. The voices sound robotic, almost or like a bird mimicking human speech. Creepy. Yes, a clear female voice. That's Kimmy. George with earphones. It really clears. Okay. How can they breathe without lungs? George, you know, we're going to get into that. Not today, because that's a big question with a bigger answer than you can ever imagine. We're going to talk about guys, because, you know, people say, how can they talk? They haven't got a voice box, which is exactly the same thing. How can they breathe without lungs? Do you know what? I've got all the answers to this. So I don't know if it'll be the next one or the one after, but I will promise you, I will give you my word, I'm going to go into great detail exactly how that works. And you will only find that here on the Supernatural Files, because nobody else has got a clue. But here, we know a lot of shit. Okay, so we'll get into that, George. Oh, George, Bubba means old lady in what? Czechoslovakian. Does it? Okay. 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 Right, so that was them. That was on a CCTV camera outside the door at the same time we was hearing strange things going on. Then there was something I can only define and hear and decipher as clearly a very loud gunshot outside that door. We heard nothing at the time. This is within maybe a couple of minutes of the last recording. Now, you know, we've got Grandfather, we've got the Bubba, we've got this, we've got Breaky as well. You've heard all the recordings, but this one, check this out, guys. Right at the beginning, I've actually cut that clip too short. I should have left it another second or two before then, but it's through decent speakers, it's a pew, and it's got that resonance of a gunshot. I'll play it one more time, guys. I don't know what it sounded like there, but actually through the proper speakers and the full clip, it is so loud. It's quite scary, you know. Okay, so then we're still with the Oxford Saloon, and the question was the lady found in the bathtub with her wrist slashed, was said to have committed suicide because she was forced into prostitution. There's some other recordings not included in here which would suggest that is totally not the case, including a direct question. Was this a murder? And the clearest reply you've ever heard in your life from a guy on the landing went, yes. Just like that. Let me play this clip now. I would like to know from... Actually, before that clip, let me play... You mentioned earlier, unfortunate demise of a young lady in a bathroom. So, what was the actual story on that? Did you say she supposedly cut her wrist, she took her own life?
Yes, so the story about it was that she was the daughter of the madam.
Yeah.
And she was being forced into prostitution, and so she slit her wrist in the bathtub.
And remind me, when was that, era-wise?
Probably 1930s, 1940s.
Okay, we are here for answers, so what we're going to do, we'll go up there now, so we can contact some spirits and see if that actually was the case or whether anything else may have transpired. We'll also ask about, there was another one that you mentioned earlier, a lady in a wardrobe that's supposed to took her life, which I find a little bit strange, to be honest.
Yeah, so she was in room number 6, her name was Amelia, and she was found in the closet.
Okay, if we get any definitive answers to both of them tragedies, how would that make you feel?
I think it would answer a lot of questions.
But what if it was actually different to how it was told? This is like been kind of written in stone, part of the history of the Oxford for so long.
Part of the history.
So if we suddenly turn something else up, it kind of tips that on its head a little bit.
Right, and I think that the truth will always prevail.
Okay, what I will say as well, when I'm speaking to spirits, sometimes they talk out of the air, other times it's on a recorder. If it's clear, we take that recording. If we can hear without doubt what it says, what we don't do is want to hear what it says.
Right.
Okay. If we hear something out of the air tonight, which does happen sometimes when I do this kind of thing, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Because I don't want to get nervous, frightened, or anything else. Okay. Shall we get some answers?
Sure. Okay.
So there it is, the big mystery. This is not ectoplasm, this is my cigarette. The big mystery, this poor lady in the bathtub, did she commit suicide or was she murdered? I am to speak to the Oxford in the next couple of days to go back. They've not even seen any of this, or the CCTV footage of the voices and everything. They've not seen any of this yet. So I'm going back for a reveal, which I will shoot and we will put on this, and probably may even make it part of that actual episode, which we're kind of 3/4 of the way through in the editing thing. But you know what? It's about justice. I'm a great advocate for justice, and when there's a wrongdoing, you know, I've also got to tell you guys, I actually attained a name of the perpetrator, and the rumour was he may have been in the police force at that time in the 1930s. The replies also suggested he was a member of a jazz band at the actual Oxford Saloon in the 1930s. So when I go back, I'm going to get a little bit more footage. But yeah, to be labelled as a suicide when it's not, and the perpetrators basically got away with it, and you are a spirit with unfinished business, you know, it doesn't matter in the 1930s, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. These guys have a story to be told. They have a voice. I give them their voice in the 21st century. The reply on the landing to certain questions was absolutely phenomenal. So there is absolutely no doubt this was not a murder. Now, our next stage, when I go and see Rebecca and the owners. He's asked them to dig back as far as they can into the archives and the history of the Oxford Saloon to find if the name that was put forward to me by the spirits is a name that was a member of the jazz band at the time in the 1930s. If that is the case, we have rewritten that particular part of history. I asked the victim directly a question. Do you know what she said? Help me. Help me. It doesn't matter if they're spirits or whether the people, these guys are just as important and as real as you are watching this show right now. They are intelligent, they have emotions, they have unfinished business, they get happy, they get sad, they get mad, they get just everything. So it's all about justice, and that is what I do for these guys. We solve mysteries, we set the record straight. Let me now take you to the video clip where I'm actually sitting in the bathtub. Before I do that, I do this a lot, I know. Patty, suicide scene, absolutely fantastic. She was great, wasn't she? Oh, that's my girl. Anyway, like I was saying, I got in the bathtub. I asked the lady a specific question, and she answered with, help me. This is so clear, it's unbelievable. Let me just find that clip now, and then we'll jump back into the comments, guys. That, I would like to know from you, was it suicide or murder? Let's play that one more time. That, I would like to know from you, was it suicide or murder? That's a pretty clear help me, isn't it? Do you know what? I will get to the bottom of this. I will get as many details as we need to get to set this record straight. Help me. Could you guys hear that clearly? Help me. To me, it was absolutely crystal clear. This is not enhanced sound or anything. This is recorded, played back right on the spot. And yeah, you know what, one of my attributes is direct communication with these guys. I don't need to do an EVP session and sit there all night to try and get a reply and get a... These are direct replies to questions. There's a lot more in-depth and detailed replies and a whole lot more to this story in the actual documentary. But you know what, I think this is what people want. They want to know what they're watching is real. Not suggestive. Did you hear that? I can feel this. I've been possessed, sitting in this chair, etc. Direct replies from the guys. So I am going to do everything I can over the next couple of weeks to get justice for this poor lady who was murdered. Not suicide, was murdered. And then there was another two murders. One was downstairs in the speakeasy bar area where there was a lot of weird stuff going on there. Footage I'm not going to show because this again is for the episode. I'm just giving you little sneak peeks. And then, as mentioned before, as Rebecca said, a woman found committed suicide in a closet. In a closet. If you're going to commit suicide, why would you want to go in a closet and commit suicide? How much sense does that make? Not a lot. So again, we're gonna get on that as well. So this was basically a full episode done, but because it's raised more questions, when I see Rebecca and the owners of the Oxford Saloon, I'm going to suggest, for the first time ever, nobody else, just me alone, spends the entire night in the Oxford Saloon speaking to the guys, and we can uncover absolutely everything. Names, dates, who did, why did, when they did. Because when I'm on my own in any specific location, the activity is always 100% more. I mean, I do well when there's other people there. Team, this, that, people that want to come along and everything, that's fine. But when it's like a one-on-one, that's when it really gets in depth. So we've got, me and Paddy have been married for a whole goddamn year on the 19th, which I believe might even be tomorrow. And I think then we're going to go back to Snohomish. We decided maybe we might just go there, just have a little meal or something to the Oxford. They'll give me the opportunity to speak to Rebecca and the owners, arrange to show them what we've actually captured thus far, and possibly arrange for me to go back on my own for the entirety of the night, locked in. And the other thing that I've got to mention as well, I've got to find it, it's on one of these recorders. When I was in the bar, I just hit record, didn't say anything. We got the old type saloon piano music playing. And again, George, recordings, replays from yesteryear. There is no doubt. And do you know what it sounded like? Not someone playing a piano, but the what was it called? You get the old pianos and they had that metallic roll that used to just roll round and it used to just play and the little needle would just ping off things. You know what I'm talking about. It sounds exactly like that. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, the Oxford Saloon haunted? Poof! Totally. Mysteries being unravelled? Totally. Are we going to get all the answers to all the questions? All the questions in that place? I think in great detail, including full names and everything when I'm actually there on my own. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me jump to the comments, guys. There's quite a few there, right. Kevin, would those voicing gunshots just keep playing out if you hadn't been there, or does it have... Sorry, something's just moved. Or does it take your appearance to spot the activity? Yeah, do you know what, Kevin? To all intents and purposes, as Steve Maris confirmed many times publicly, I draw activity out. That's what I do. I've never struggled for evidence for anything. In fact, you know what? Kudos to investigators. They'll spend 12 hours, 24 hours in a location to try and uncover evidence and just get something very open to debate. I don't even know if I could do that. I can go into anywhere, anytime, anywhere, any place, anytime, and I can uncover it straight away. I mean, the Keith Linder case, fantastic. Again, there, straight away, bang. Within 5 minutes, I'm straight into the evidence. I could produce more evidence in 15 minutes than most people can produce in 24 hours. But that's one of my attributes, and that's to do with my associations with the guys and Becky. But you know what? Nevertheless, it's unprecedented, but it's fantastic, and that's what enables me to be so successful on my investigative cases, especially when I'm trying to obtain information. So that's that one. Right, Kimmy, she sounded desperate. You know what, Kimmy, she really did, and I will not let her down. Get some dinner on Google. The food looks good. He said established 1911, George. Yeah. The Oxford Saloon has got a lot of stories to tell. Still, there's a lot of secrets within them walls. One thing that seems to happen when I'm in a location is, getting back to George, I do seem to get some kind of connection with the past. Barry Fitzgerald totally set me up when we went to Ireland. You know, we were just driving to the location. I said, "You've seen this video, guys. Stop the car." I got out. This is people. This is a village. Barry confirmed it was a village from thousands of years ago. Again, connecting to the past. Gunshots, obviously, from the past. I don't understand how things work. I know my connection with these guys is top tier, and that enables me to draw out activity, whether it's past, present, or gunshots. That, without doubt, was a gunshot. You know, the way it resonated and everything. So I need to speak to Rebecca to see is there anything about someone getting shot on them stairs, because that would be interesting. This is when I really enjoy being me. Like I said, kudos to paranormal investigators that go out and they spend weeks and years trying to attain evidence. I don't have to do that. Yeah. Also, what I'm going to say is there was a case that was portrayed on Unsolved Mysteries, again, supposed to have been a suicide on a railroad track of a young girl. I've since spoken to Becky and the guys about that. Bullshit. That wasn't a suicide, that was a murder. And I've already got a lot of very interesting details about that murder. To the point, sometime during this year, I'm going to go to the location, see what I can uncover, because, you know, we have a perpetrator at large who's free, who committed that crime. Well, I've got news for you, pal. I'm coming after you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to nail you. All I've got to do is supply intriguing information to the law enforcement, which makes them a little bit curious. How did he know that? We didn't put that out. And this is the whole point. Putting stuff to them which they know, which they haven't made publicly. All of a sudden, you know, you got their attention. I think it was it episode 3, episode 4 on Unsolved Mysteries. I came in afterwards, I spoke to Becky and the guys. Yeah. Dude, I'm all over you already. I don't know about your truck. I don't know you was there when you actually watched it. You stayed there and watched that train hit that girl to make sure you got the job done. You know what? I'm all over you. You are FUCKED. Because this year, if I only sold one thing, it's going to be that one. That's what I'm going for. So at some point this year, I'm going to go down to the actual location. And also, Becky told me that when the investigators got down there, there's something that they missed, which was way further down the track. Now, I know what that is. And I also know what was not found, where that thing that is not found actually is, because Becky's already told me. Behind a big rock. Now, you know what? There might be a lot of big rocks, but you know what? Along that specific thing. Anyway, all I'm saying is I'm all over this. And it's all about justice. And, yeah. I'm really going for that one. You can find it on Unsolved Mysteries. I think it was episode 4. Something like that. But, yeah. That is one thing on my bucket list for this year that I'm going to do. And Unsolved Mysteries are already aware that I'm going down there for that specific purpose. And if possible, I'm going to get Steve Merritt to come along as an independent so we can document everything, because that is also important. And do you know what? If we can pull one perpetrator in and get justification again for that victim, fantastic. It doesn't matter how many years I'm on this planet, anything that I can do for the better good, as Becky said, we're going to goddamn do it. But let me tell you guys, you will hear more about this, because that is one case I am all over right now. Okay. Right, moving on. Oh, wild focus. Yeah, pretty good. You can see his teeth. He's referring, obviously, to the apparition thing that my client caught on camera. Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And wild focus again. The modelling on his nose is pretty clear, well impressive. It is fantastic. George, fantastic picture. Could be from the 1960s. Kevin Hart, I remember that case. Steve, description is correct. Catalyst. Yeah, you know what? I never thought of a label before, but Steve put that one on and it works. Can I call this number? True, WhatsApp or only Skype? Michael, sir, go for it. It is a Skype number. I don't know if it will work on WhatsApp or whatever, but you know what? If you want to send me an email, send me an email now. Screw that. I'll bring you on the show for 5 minutes. You can do that. You're brave. Do that, Michael. Do that. The Oxford Snohomish. Yeah, George. Yeah, it is Snohomish. I didn't hear woohoo. Well, you know what? Yeah, it was something. It was a sound. Michael. Awesome. Motorbike. Okay, we've done that. Wow, lots of comments coming in tonight. Oh, George, weird, looks like my bathtub, even the faucets. Yeah. I have a confession. George, I'm a filmmaker. Patty at no time was in a bathtub being filled with water. So what I did, we did the thing with Patty in the bathtub, and then I went to the sink, turned the tap on with the water gushing out, shot that to make it look like it was actually the water in the bathtub. It wasn't. Paddy was totally dry. She didn't get wet. But you know what? It worked, didn't it? It worked out pretty good. Okay. Oh, George. I hear the train. Okay, George, I'm a little bit curious about that because I've actually got a clip of a train that goes woo woo 3 times, which I didn't actually include because we wasn't sure. It sounded like an old days kind of a train because, you know, the modern ones kind of go instead. So I was a little bit on the fence about that. So I didn't want to put that in as evidence. I'm not sure what train. I didn't hear a train in there. Okay. Kevin, would those voices and gunshot just keep playing out if you hadn't been there, or does it take your appearance? Yeah, okay, we've covered that. I'm pretty much a catalyst. Let's go down. Desk Kimmy. Okay. Michael. How many of the guys are there around you or follow you around? Right, okay, years ago, Michael, I was in the workshop and I got a lot of guys around me. The most I ever recorded in one session, which was years ago in an old workshop in my old place, and oh my goodness, we're talking 10 or more years ago, 15 years ago. I said, guys, how many is here? 173. 173. Fantastic. So yeah, you know, I have the guys follow me around and you know, some stay for always. Some kind of pass through. You can have 100 plus one time and 2 or 3 another time. That's how it works. But the one person that is consistent is Becky. She's been with me 24/7 for the last 10, 11, 12 years. Absolutely fantastic. And we will do a live show with Becky in the summer, spring, summer, when the conditions are a lot better. And she can, do you know what, this will be amazing. If you guys posed your questions, and I said, Becky, blah, blah, wants to know, blah, 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 and she replied, that'd be fantastic. So, you know, let's kind of see if we can do something like that. Yeah, follow me around. Yeah, I don't know. Follow me around? I don't know, because you know what? I can't see them. I'm not going to lie. I'm not one of these people. I've just seen a man over there. I haven't, well, a couple of occasions I've seen, but generally speaking, I don't see spirity people all over the place. I'm being honest. I don't need to bullshit. Right, Kevin, have you? I've seen it absolutely drained. Can you not switch off from these? No. Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I can't switch off. I can't. I have no control over anything. The energy blast things I get, I have no control. But you know what? It's me. It's who I am, and I don't need to switch off. This is who I am, Kevin. This is what I do. This is who we are. So I have no need to switch off. I'm good. I'm good. George, I didn't hear a whistle, but I hear a steam locomotive. I know the difference between diesel and steam locomotives. George, give me a call. I want to talk to you about that. Michael, that's a lot. Looking forward to a live with direct reply from Becky. I thought I'd heard a whistle. Athena. Okay. Right. So anyway, yeah, there's a SHIT. I've got to be careful in case YouTube decides to. Stuff going on at the Oxford Saloon, even more so than I actually envisaged. Because you know what? It's when you get back and you look at stuff, that's when you find out actually what you've got. Not necessarily at the time. Oh my goodness, there's some amazing stuff in that. But again, that is for the episode. Right, let me jump back into here. Any questions, guys, before I go to the next clip? We're doing pretty good tonight. It's a little bit more structured tonight than last week when I had got absolutely nothing. It's like, okay, the guys want a show, let's just do a show, let's wing it. You know what? It turned out fantastic. And we had 8 new subscribers. So welcome to whoever you are. In fact, you know what? I'd be interested. People that are watching, not commenting, just put your name in there so we can kind of, get to know each other a little bit. I don't like invisible people. Anyway, Michael, are you brave enough to come on the show? There's the question. Did you send me an email? Let me even check. Hold on. Let me check. Mail. Let's just check just in case. No. No. Cowards. All of you. Total cowards. I come on here with no content last week and did a show for 2 hours with nothing. That's balls. I'm sure you got balls. So send me an email, get you on the show just for 5 minutes, talk about your experience. It's a... Oh! There it is. Oh, it stopped. Hold on a second. I bet that's not George. Let's just go back into here. Hold on. Recent calls. 232. No, that's not even showing. Let me have a look at Messenger. No, that's not even showing. Who called? Try again. I'll answer super quick this time. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Enter a password. Skype. There was a problem signing into Skype. Oh, let's just see what's going on here. Hold on. I was thinking about it, guys. Your account or password is incorrect. Oh my goodness me. You got to be shitting me. Hold on. Wow. My password is not goddamn incorrect. Okay. Let's just have a look. Hang on, Skype. There was a problem signing into Skype. Please re-enter your password. Yeah, you know what? I've done that and I know it's the right password. Wonderful Skype. Right, who called? Put your thing in the comments so I can see. I'll probably call you back. Let's have a look. Whoever just tried to call. Oh, hang on. Paranormal paratrooper, Darren Ward. Hi, Darren. Welcome. Oh, George called. George, try it again, George. I will wait. We will wait. And welcome, Paranormal paratrooper, Darren Ward. Darren, let me know where you're from. Okay. We're going to jump into some more clips in a second. In the meantime, we're waiting for George. Okay. Oh, let's try this. It's gone off again, George. What the hell is going on? George, something strange is happening this evening. So, you know what? Email me your telephone number. don-phillips@outlook.com. And George, I'm going to call you, sir, because you've called into the show a lot of times. Let's be fair. Okay, George, so email me your Old Raven Media Productions at outlook.com. Either one, George. Send me a thing. Email. Let me know your number and I'll call you back. Australia, fantastic. Okay, are you in the... hold on a second. One second. I've tried setting up, Michael, I've tried setting up Skype, but he says I have to pay to call you. We'll sort something out later. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Michael, just put it on MSN. Free call. That's it, no problem. Darren, are you part of the Australian paranormal group that I'm with on Facebook? George, send me that email. I'll call you straight back, sir. In the meantime, let's get to something else. Right. Wow, we're doing pretty good tonight. Tuttle Mansion. Again, part of the American Supernatural Uncovered series. So this is actually Tuttle Mansion Uncovered. Couple of sneak peeks here. First of all, I'm going to play the intro and the first couple of minutes just from Kathy. It was Kathy and her sister Jen. Absolutely fantastic people. I love them to pieces. They're rare people. So let me play that while George sends an email. Oh, I have an email. George. Okay, George. Hold the front page, sir. Let me try this. Let me try this. I said email notification. And it's not showing. Wow. Let me try this. Nope. Wow. Hang on, George. I'm trying to find you on my emails. I got a notification, but I can't see the email. Wow. Okay, let's try another way. Hang on, what's this one? I love live shows. They're fantastic. George, you sent an email. I got a notification, but I can't find it in my emails. How weird is that? I sent it. I know you did. Paranormal paratrooper, I would like to join. What do you mean join? Do you want to call on the show 5 minutes? You can do that. If you want to call on the show, just let me know. I'll send you a link and bring you right in. And you can tell me your experiences, any questions, etc., etc., etc. Australia, a place that I really need to get to. Do some investigating. George, send that email again. Paranormal Paratrooper. Yeah, you did send it, George. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Let's look at spam. Inbox. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Nope, nothing there. Okay, we have gremlins in the mix tonight. Subject is phone number. Okay, let me do a search on phone number. Hold on, George. Let me have a little look, see what we can find. We can endeavour to inquire. Right, mail. Let's try this. George! I've got you under phone number. Let me try and call you. Oh, you gotta love this shit. I love lives. Right, let's have a look. Right, George. Join you now, George. Oh, we have a dial tone. That's a good thing.
Hey, Don.
George, oh my goodness me, we got there, sir. We got there.
It finally worked.
It finally worked. Okay.
Now,
how are you,
what
sir?
can I do you for on the train?
Oh yeah, the train. You said you heard a train.
Yes, you were talking in the clip. It was a picture of, well, not a clip, picture, but a video of shot up. You were on the steps talking to a woman. She had a small ponytail, and you were in your white T-shirt, talking about if they had. It was what you come up with is something different than what they have been saying as the lore in the Oxford.
Okay.
That I'm just trying to give you an idea of where I heard it in the video, and all through that talk that you were saying to her, I'm listening in the background wondering, I wonder where the train tracks are. Now, I did a Google search
Okay.
of the Oxford. There's no train tracks around there. It's close to a river,
Yes.
but there's no train tracks.
Okay. So
'Cause Google will show them.
this is the thing, George.
Yeah.
So in a clip I've not put out, again on that CCTV camera outside the door where we are obviously inside, you heard a woo woo. That was a pretty good impression, but it seemed to me like an old steam train kind of thing, because a lot of the new ones now kind of go
Yes.
and
Yes, but I did not hear the woo-hoo.
no,
I'll call it a woo-hoo. I didn't hear
no, you won't.
the steam whistle.
No.
I heard the train.
That was in a clip I didn't include because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say, look, we heard a steam train when I didn't know if it was a steam train. But you know what, George? We're going to pick up on this on the next episode. We'll just backtrack a little bit on the note.
Yeah, which is fine. I was just trying to explain the clip that you showed tonight was of you talking to that woman. Do you remember the clip that you showed?
Would it
With
look,
my description?
George, would it look something like this? You mentioned earlier, unfortunate demise of a young lady in a bathroom.
The delay. Yes, it's that clip right there.
Okay, whereabouts in that clip do you think it is, George, roughly?
I have the sound off. So, because if I don't have the sound off, it'll be hard for me to hear you.
Okay. So after this call, I'm going to play that clip again, and I'm going to listen intently to see if I can hear a train.
Well, I'm going to have to put my earphones in then.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem.
But give me a few seconds to put my earphones in, and then I'll listen, and I will. There's no timestamp on this, so I can't tell exactly where
Well, it's
I'll hear
not
it.
it's not a long clip, George. So but what I'm going to do. Would it be worth me going to a 5-minute break so everyone who don't smoke in their house like me, doesn't smoke in their house, I'm in the Becky shed, it's fine, can go outside, have a break, and I can find the clip of that train that I can play on the show? How does that sound?
Are you talking to everybody else?
You and everybody. We're going to go to a
Sounds good to me.
We're going to go to a 5-minute break. I'm going to isolate the plane. Sorry, not the plane. The train clip. You said you can tell the difference between a steam train.
Yes. You
Right.
can definitely tell the difference because here in Cleveland we have a ton of tracks all over the place, and I've heard them, steam trains and diesels,
Okay.
almost all my life. Where I live, there's a bunch of tracks around here.
Okay. George,
Yeah.
in relation to the CCTV audio that I played, there's some pretty interesting stuff in there, isn't there?
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Certainly is. The one that I found extremely interesting was the gunshot.
Yes. Yes.
Now the first ones you played, oh God, I forget the exact one, but
Okay.
I heard all of them because I had my earphones in,
Uh-huh.
and they were clear as a bell.
They were pretty clear. I mean, I don't use earphones at all. I never
Right.
have, But everything from grandfather. I mean, George, these are disembodied voices, and you've got
Right.
this argument like ambient sound resembling speech. You've got to have an ambient sound in the first place. Now, an ambient sound, correct me if I'm wrong, George, guys,
Yes.
is generally a constant of the environment you're recording at the time. So you tell me how you can have an ambient sound which only lasts for 3, 4, 5 seconds. You can't. If that is
Can't,
recording,
and I'm looking forward to the total explanation that you have either next week or the week after, because I don't think we should get into all of this at the moment.
No,
but
I'm not.
Certainly looking forward to it
I'm not.
for next week.
I'm not. And I'll tell you what as well, which was weird. It's one of the things I do. We'd never been to the Oxford Saloon before. And this whole thing started from us just going to the Oxford Saloon, no plans, no nothing, for a pint. Me and Patty. Let's go to the Oxford Saloon. And we're sitting there. I
And
don't
it's
know,
right across the river from you.
well, you know what? I'm halfway through a pint, and this is what happened. I go into these strange phases. I don't even know how to term it, to be honest. And I kind of stare, and then I start seeing things. It's another one of the things that I do, which is not publicised, that I'd not mentioned before. And I looked at Paddy. Passed me a napkin and a pen. She did, and she'll confirm all this. When she's better, she'll be on soon. And I'm sitting there, just having I got halfway through my pint of Stella, and I started drawing this picture. And I went, she said, "What's that?" We're sitting here at the table. To the right hand side, probably about 7-8 feet away, there's some stairs going downstairs, going straight down. I didn't know at the time, this was the speakeasy pool bar area. I drew a map of that place downstairs, where the pool tables were, the bar. I didn't even know there were pool tables down there. The pool tables, the bar, the whole layout of downstairs. I just drew that out because I saw it. And she said, "What's that?" I said, "That's what's down there." She says, "Really?" I said, "I think so." So then we got introduced to Rebecca, who's one of the people that works at the Oxford, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'll take you down and show you if you want." We went down, It matched exactly what I drew. I'd never been there before in my life. Fantastic. You know.
It sounds fantastic. Now, I saw pictures on Google. They have pictures of Oxford. Now, was that behind the stage? They have a curtain for steps, or was it to the left of the stage?
Where we were sitting in the bar, I think the stage, it was right behind us. There's a stage area, but where we were sitting at the bar, there's these railings. In fact, on that clip no, hang on, let me get this right. I was sitting here, 7, 8, 9 feet. There was just some railings and steps going downstairs, and I just drew that. Do you know what? But I'm a great believer, George. You know, I've got a lot of attributes, as you're aware of, which are proven beyond doubt. But this is all for a reason, and I believe in how things link to everything else. We just went for a pint. I wasn't going to go there and say, "Hey, can I do a paranormal investigation here?" I spoke to Rebecca. And she just said, "Oh, do you want to have a look downstairs?" We went downstairs and went, "Wow, fantastic. Have you had some strange things going on?" And we went from there, and all of a sudden we got an episode. And then we get on to the murder, the suicide, which was actually a murder. One thing links to everything else. And you know what, throughout whatever I'm doing, it would appear, and Steve's commented this on so many times. In fact, we'll get him on the show again soon. He said, whatever you're doing, it always seems to go like this for you. Like stepping stones. I said, yeah. So, you know, I'm not interested in ghost busting, ghost hunting. That's not who I am, George. I'm interested in communication, getting their message out to, in the 21st century, affecting the real world. Justice. And this poor girl, she's been labelled as a suicide, and it really was not a suicide. So, you know what, there's going to be a lot about on this. There's a news channel that's quite interested in this at the moment. It's our anniversary tomorrow, George. We've been married a year, me and my fantastic wife.
Yes, happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir. So I'm thinking, Paddy said, why don't we go to the Oxford? I said, you know, that's probably a good idea. Then we can catch up with Rebecca and the owners, lovely lady, well, both of them. They've not seen any of this yet. They've seen nothing. We can do a reveal, we can shoot it, we can put it into the actual, slip it into the actual main documentary, and I think that'll be fantastic. And then I can say to them, hey, do you know what? Is it possible I could come down here? You can lock me in all night on my own. Because
that would be fantastic.
When I'm on my own, George, everything is like 200.
Guess what you're going to hear.
When I'm on my own, everything is 200% more. It's a kind of one-to-one with me and them. And then details, trust me. Voices, trust me. It's 200% more, clearer, and more apparent. So that's what I'm planning. So yeah, I've got a little scheme going on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Oxford Saloon tomorrow. Assuming Patty tests negative, obviously. Not tested it for a couple of days.
And assuming that she's feeling up to it.
Well, yeah, there's that as well. But you know what, Patty, she's that kind of woman, George. Whether she's feeling up to it or not, if it's something I need to do, she will do that, because we've got this kind of relationship where I always put her before me, and she always puts me before her. So you know, I'll guarantee that Patty, no matter how she feels, will say, yeah, you know what, let's do that. I mean, she only got to drop me off and just lock me in all night. She's only got to drive down there, you know. But you know,
that would be funny. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
There's lots of reports from all the staff. I mean, oh my God, you should see in the actual documentary the reports, and these are sincere people. I can tell when people are bullshitting, George. That's another one of my attributes, pretty much. But these people are so sincere, and even when I spoke to Rebecca after we'd filmed there was an update. There was stuff flying off the bar and stuff. So if I'm there on my own and I can capture any of that, fantastic. So that's the plan for tomorrow night. Let's hope that goes well. I look forward to being locked into the Oxford Saloon.
Don, let the people go and have a short break. You find that
I'm going to do that right now, guys.
That thing, and I will put my earphones in, and we will hear. I'll try to catch what words you're saying when I hear the train.
Yes, hold on a second, George. Kimmy, Don, you was on the stairwell, and as you interview the owner of the saloon, you could hear a train. Oh, Kimmy again, a train. I hadn't even picked up on that. Athena, I don't think it matters if anything is still there, more so than the energy that was there still resonating. Yep. Kevin, how about an old steamboat? Well, there's another thing, George. A steamboat.
That's an idea, but
That's an idea.
I truly think it's a train because I hear the pistons. But
Okay.
I don't know if I would hear one on a steamboat either.
Okay.
But who knows if there was a steamboat going up the river?
We don't know.
never know.
1930s.
Right.
You know,
Right.
possible, quite possible. What else we got? Kevin Hart, locked in on your own with a keg of Stella. Idea! Exclamation marks. Yeah. Do you know what? I do like Kevin. I do like the odd tipple. Yeah. Keg of Stella, keg of wine. Yeah, it'd probably be an entertaining video, but in relation to like credibility of paranormal investigative research, it probably wouldn't go down too well.
Oh,
Okay.
Don.
George, guys,
I one quick thing.
Okay.
I think it would be interesting if you get a chance to go to downtown Seattle and go into the underground.
I didn't even know there was an
down there.
underground. That's like 15 minutes down the road.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, it'll be an hour because getting into Seattle is always an hour.
Yeah, pretty much, especially rush hour time. I know.
But I thought that would be interesting. But yes, let's find that that train again. Let me put my earphones in and turn the sound back on because, like I said, there's a delay and it's hard to talk without getting lost in which one am I talking to. So let me put my earphones in and let other people have a break, and I will try to listen for it.
George,
Yes.
question.
Shoot. Yeah, Don.
What's to do with you and an old green car? Out of interest.
How old?
No idea, George. Something to do with you and an old car. Or old cars or something. Have you got an old car? A vintage car or something?
No. I've had older cars, but I don't have any.
I just got a little bit of a thing about you and cars. Old cars.
Yes, I like them.
Well,
I
a lot
don't
of people.
have any, and I've never had very old cars. From the 60s, yes. From the 50s, yes. But nothing older.
You into vintage cars?
Yes, I like them. Yeah.
To what level? To what point? Out of interest.
Just the mechanics of them.
Okay. Just
I'm too old to roll around on the ground to fix them.
yeah, it's just weird. I just got this kind of thing, connection from whatever to do with you and old cars. I don't know what that means or understand it, but if you're into vintage cars, okay, that's interesting. Old cars.
I'm into a lot of a lot of stuff, Don.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
that's some of it. Yes.
So you are into old cars.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. All right, we'll leave that there for now.
Let me put my earphones in,
Yes.
and I'll hang up, put my earphones in, and then you can let the people go to do whatever for 5 minutes, and we'll find that clip, and I'll listen, and I'll even try to see if it's a train. I would tend to think a train or a boat would be a little bit different. If I can hear the pistons on the train,
Okay.
you know how trains have when the wheels move, I might be able to hear how
George,
how it sounds.
I will confess that is totally not my forte. That is your forte. You are the expert in that field.
Oh no, I just play one on TV. I'm not an expert, but I think I could tell the difference.
Okay, George. Right, sir. Thank you for calling. And do you know what, George? We're going to get you on this goddamn show at some point. You know that, right?
Well, at some point.
Yeah.
Not soon.
Yeah. Soon, George. Soon.
Okay,
Get your goddamn
Dad.
webcam sorted out. Let me know when you got it. We're going to get you on because you know what? You input so much into the show. I think we need a little George spot. Okay, sir?
All right. Dad.
Don't you sigh at me. I heard that. Yeah. It's good, George. It's going to happen. Just
okay. Let me put my earphones in, and we will go to the tape.
George, it's going to happen. Trust me. Okay. All right. Take care for now. Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye for
I
now.
called you. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you, George. Bye. George, fantastic guy. He's putting stuff in on the show. Energy build up. Kevin Hart, Michael Copins is getting a blast. I was getting us something. Do you know what I saw? Something to do with George and a green vintage car. Obviously that's no relevance to George, but it's interesting that George is into vintage cars. So you know what? Let's just leave that where it is for now because interesting. Okay. Athena. Well, good Lord, I need to go back to typing on the phone. Thumbs work so much better. Lol. Athena. It's time you came on the goddamn show as well. Come on, sort yourself out. You know? And I actually said to Athena, I spoke to her on the phone the other day. I said, so what's your real name? She went, Athena. Wow. I think that is really cool. What a cool name to have, Athena. Fantastic. So Athena, sort yourself out, girl. Athena, we had an old green car when I was little. Okay, so if that had been in relation to you, that would have been fantastic, but it wasn't. I'm sorry. You know, I have to be honest. Right, so let's just play that clip. George said, and Athena, was it Athena said? I heard a train. I didn't actually notice, so let me find that clip again. Here we go. You mentioned earlier, unfortunate demise of a young lady in a bathroom. So, what was the actual story on that? Did you say she supposedly cut her wrists, she took her own life?
Yes, so the story about it was that she was the daughter of the madam.
Yeah.
And she was being forced into prostitution, and so she slit her wrist in the bathtub.
And remind me, when was that, era-wise?
Probably 1930s, 1940s.
Okay, we are here for answers. So what we're going to do, we'll go up there now, so we can contact some spirits and see if that actually was the case or whether anything else may have transpired. We'll also ask about, there was another one that you mentioned earlier, a lady in a wardrobe that supposed to took her life, which I find a little bit strange, to be honest.
Yeah, so she was in room number 6. Her name was Amelia, and she was found in the closet.
Okay, if we get any definitive answers to both of them tragedies, how would that make you feel?
I think it would answer a lot of questions.
But what if it was actually different to how it was told? This is like been kind of written in stone, part of the history of the Oxford for so long.
Part of the history.
So if we suddenly turn something else up, it kind of tips that on its head a little bit.
Right, and I think that the truth will always prevail.
Okay, what I will say as well, when I'm speaking to spirits, sometimes they talk out of the air, other times it's on a recorder. If it's clear, we take that recording. If we can hear without doubt what it says, what we don't do is want to hear what it says.
Right.
Okay. If we hear something out of the air tonight, which does happen sometimes when I do this kind of thing, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Because I don't want you to get nervous, frightened, or,
No.
or anything else. Okay, shall we
Yeah.
get some answers?
Sure. Okay.
I'm just listening to, I mean, I've got a big, massive widescreen connected to the laptop, but I'm literally listening through the sound on the laptop. I couldn't hear any train at all. Okay, Athena, part of the history is when you say, I clearly hear a train horn after. George, Don, it's diesel horns. Okay, I didn't hear anything, but like I said, I heard something, but I couldn't actually say it was a train, but I'm on laptop sound right now. So this is what's going to happen, guys. We're going to get to a 5, 6, 7 minute break. Do what you need to do. Go and get a coffee. Go outside for a cigarette or whatever. I'm going to find the other clip that I recorded of the train, which I didn't actually include because I was kind of... It's obviously a train, but I wasn't sure from what era or anything, and I don't want to say something, put something out as factual when I'm not actually sure. But George is more of an expert on trains, apparently, than what I am. So, guys, 5, 6, 7 minutes out right now. Let's do that. What time we got now? Let me have a look here. Hold on. We have got 6 minutes to 9, so I guess we'll be back about 9 or just afterwards. I've got to take the clip off the other PC, put it on a hard drive, bring it into here, put it onto this one and load it up on here. That's going to take me 5, 6, 7 minutes. And plus I need a pee as well. Okay. Need to hear that clip again. Kevin Hart. Okay, Kevin, I'm going to play it one more time just for you, sir. 5 to 5, Michael. I know, pal. I know. What can I say? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to play this clip one more time just for Kevin. And then we're going to go to a break for 5, 6, 7 minutes. Then I'm going to get the actual clip as recorded on the CCTV camera, which is clearly a train. And then we're going to take it from there. So let's run this one more time, just for Kevin. He says, let me find the clip. Okay, here we go, guys. You mentioned earlier, unfortunate demise of a young lady in a bathroom. So what was the actual story on that? Did you say she supposedly cut her wrist, she took her own life?
Yes. So the story about it was that she was the daughter of the madam.
Yeah.
And she was being forced into prostitution, and so she slit her wrist in the bathtub.
And remind me, when was that, era-wise?
Probably 1930s, 1940s.
Okay, we are here for answers. So what we're going to do, we'll go up there now, so we can contact some spirits and see if that actually was the case or whether anything else may have transpired. We'll also ask about, there was another one that you mentioned earlier, a lady in a wardrobe that's supposed to took her life, which I find a little bit strange, to be honest.
Yeah. So she was in room number 6. Her name was Amelia, and she was found in the closet.
Okay, if we get any definitive answers to both of them tragedies, how would that make you feel?
I think it would answer a lot of questions.
But what if it was actually different to how it was told? This has like been kind of written in stone, part of the history of the Oxford for so long.
Part of the history.
So if we suddenly turn something else up, it kind of tips that on its head a little bit.
Right. And I think that the truth will always prevail.
Okay, what I will say as well, when I'm speaking to spirits, sometimes they talk out of the air, other times it's on a recorder. If it's clear, we take that recording. If we can hear without doubt what it says, what we don't do is want to hear what it says.
Right.
Okay. if we hear something out of the air tonight, which does happen sometimes when I do this kind of thing, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Because I don't want to get nervous, frightened, or,
No.
or anything else. Okay, shall we
Yeah.
get some answers?
Sure. Okay.
I heard something, but again, like I said, I'm on laptop speakers at the moment. So, guys, we're going to get a 5-minute break. This was supposed to be. I said to Paddy, you know what? Yeah, it'll probably be an hour and a half. But you know what? You guys make this a show. Absolutely fantastic. So we've actually gone into a little bit more longer than what I thought. And I've not even touched on the Tuttle yet. Michael, yeah, 2 blasts of a horn, but I think it's just the background music. That's a possibility. George, when you say turn it on its head, turn it on its head a bit. Okay. Right, okay. Train, music, I don't know right now. I'm on the fence, totally on the fence on that one. But you guys are probably listening through headphones and decent speakers. I've got the little laptop going over there. But when I return, we will definitely have a train sound. So guys, go and do what you need to do. I'll be back 5, 6, 7 minutes. I'm busting through a pee right now. So that's a good reason for me to disappear. So I'm going to mute the sound, mute the camera, and I will be back very, very shortly. And as always, guys, fantastic for bearing with me. You guys are absolutely amazing. All right, so let me have a look. Right, mute. See you in a few minutes. Greetings, we're back. Okay, so this is the situation. When I isolated all these little sound clips that I played earlier, Paddy said, oh yeah, there's train tracks by there, so blah 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 blah. So I actually didn't include that in the actual footage. So it's going to take me more time to go through the footage to find and isolate that train sound. So apologies for that, guys. Blame the wife. But again, we'll backtrack slightly on the next show and I will find that clip which relates to what we've actually been discussing. So apologies. I tried my best. I could have found them tonight, but I didn't want to keep you guys sitting there waiting, looking at a blank screen for the next 15 or 20 minutes. Right. So that's where I am. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back to everybody else. Michael, do you want to come on the show? 5 minutes. Think about it. Put your camera on. We can do that. This is everybody's show, not just Don Phillips' show. This is about all of us. It's a community. You know, you guys are fantastic. Right, so let me see what else we've got here. Wow, I said to Paddy this would be about an hour and a half. Wow, it's now been 2 hours and 10 minutes. Paddy, unfortunately, is not feeling well today either. I've just seen Paddy give a little hug and a hubby kiss. She's not doing particularly good. Again, this is the COVID thing. It's not just getting COVID and getting rid of it. Although we're not tested her today. I don't know if she's positive or not, but it's going to take several days to sort of rebuild and get her back to where she was. And then she can come on the show, say hi to you guys and everything else. Right, let's just have a look where we are here. Anyone coming on the show? Athena? Kevin? You can do this. Michael, you can do this. Right, in the meantime, okay, so I guess we're going to have to leave the Oxford where it is. Like I said, tomorrow night, as long as Paddy tests negative, we're going to go there, have our little anniversary meal there, and I can catch up with Becca and the owners and arrange to go down to do a kind of update reveal, which I think they'll be pretty blown away, to be honest. They've not seen any of this yet. And then hopefully Don can get locked in for 24 hours and we will get an amazing amount of stuff. Right, Michael, I tried ringing you on Skype, but I have to pay. Thought Skype was free. Athena, I've had 3 glasses of wine. No go. Athena, yeah, totally go. It doesn't matter. We're all friends here. You know what? I had half a bottle of wine before I came on, and I've got like a little bit left. So that's equivalent to what, maybe I've had a full bottle, and I've got this much left. So, and I've had nothing to eat since yesterday. So, do you know what? Don't give me that. It's a no-go. Just dig deep, come on the show, have a little chat, introduce yourself to everybody. It'll be fantastic. Trust me on that. I will lead. It won't be awkward. It'll be fantastic. Come on, Athena, be brave. With a name like Athena, you've got to be brave. Come on, seriously. Athena? And the other question is, you, Patty, and 173 spirits at the Oxford, Kevin. Well, and the other question I've got is, what's going on with my shirt tonight? I mean, seriously, what this is supposed to be down there, not pointing up there and saying that size. Just saying, I'm fussy. Right, Athena and Michael, just goddamn email me, Oh, you see, that made me happy for at least a split second, and then it stopped. Who was that? Let's have a look. Calls. Do you know what? I'm going to return that call. See who it is. Two on 6. Who just called?
Hello,
Hello?
Don.
George?
Yes.
Oh! It's you again. Okay, George. It's George. Of course it is. It was going to be George. The thing is not brave enough. It was George. Athena, what's your put? Hold on a second. Hold on. It says call unavailable. Oh, Athena is brave. Athena, send me your number. Don-Phillips at outlook.com or Raven Media Productions at outlook.com. I will call you. Or just email me. I'll
She
send you a
just
link.
said BS tried calling.
Hang on. And Athena, you can come on the show just for 2-3 minutes. That would be really good. That'd be really good. Okay, George, what can I do for you, sir?
I don't know. You called me, but what I wanted to tell you is I think I have the mystery solved on the train.
Oh, you do? That would be impressive. Okay, what you got for us?
I did a, I don't know what you call it exactly. You can see via satellite the streets via Google.
Yeah.
And across the way, across the Snohomish, there's train tracks going toward the golf course.
Okay.
And from the satellite, it looks like they're in use. And I know from around here, trains blow their horns when they go across major roads.
But hold on, George. The point, the question, therefore, obviously raises its head is this: what times do them trains operate? Because we're talking 2-3:30 in the morning. Fair point. When you were interviewing the woman and told her that, let's see here. You said, I'm trying to find it now. Okay. You said, and I put it up, you were talking to the woman about turning the history of the Oxford on its head. Yep. Was that 2:30 in the morning? 2:30, 3:30. So the interesting. They may go through your area at that time. I know here in Lakewood, Ohio, Cleveland, it's late, so there's less chance of having accidents and stopping traffic. We need to establish what times the trains operate through Snohomish. In Snohomish, correct. Yeah, that's what we need. George, I've now put you on a quest. That's your job. Okay. I will see what I can do. Thank you, sir. All right. Let us know. We'll touch on this on the next show. Okay, George? Okay. Fantastic. All right, pal. All right. Thank you, George. Bye for now. And you. Bye-bye, sir. Fantastic guy, George. I like George. Athena, I tried calling. Yeah. I tried calling. Okay, Athena, see if I can find that. See if I can find that, Athena. Athena, what does your number? What does your code start with? Like 216 or whatever. Let's see if I can find you. Oh no! It's cut off again. What the hell is going on? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. What the hell is going on? Right, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to sort it. There was a problem. Yeah, I know Skype. There was a problem. All right, just bear with me, guys. Let me just try and sort this out. Wow. How bad is this tonight on this goddamn phone? Athena, email me your number. Oops. I will call you back via Skype. How does that sound? Okay? Let's do that. Right, okay, that number's not showing, Athena. Apparently the gods think... Before I get to it, it goes off again. Athena, email me your telephone number. don-phillips@outlook.com or ravenmediaproductions@outlook.com. I'm going to call you. I'll do it through Skype. Okay? And thank you for every effort. Okay, let's wait for an email off Athena. And we'll go from there. And Athena, let me know if you want to just do an audio or if you actually want to come on the show for a couple of minutes. We can do that too. We're good like that. Lol. Yeah, totally lol. Okay, so, right, the next thing. Wow, look at the time already. Are you serious? Have we got time to do this other thing? Guys, are we going to draw this close in the next 10 minutes? Are we going to carry on for another 30 minutes? You let me know what you want to do right now in the comments, all of you. Are we going to draw this to a close in the next 10 minutes or are we going to carry on? Michael, it's waiting for an invite to oh, here we go, hold on. Okay, let's try this one. We have a tone. That's always good news.
Good evening.
Hey!
There it goes.
Oh, you called at the same time as Michael. So, Michael, when we finish this call back again. I'll accept the call and we'll go from there. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing. How is yourself?
I'm always good. Life's too short not to be. You know me.
And how's dear Patty?
Patty's not doing good tonight, unfortunately.
Bless her.
Yeah, I know. And I've got to say, Athena, thank you for helping Patty a little bit when you spoke to her on the phone the other day.
Always here.
It made a difference. It made a difference. Like I said, you know what? You can be the best hubby in the world, but sometimes a girl needs a girl.
Very true.
You know. So, well, are you just going to say hi or questions or something?
Oh, just calling to say hi. You said call in, so I don't have a whole lot to talk about this evening.
Oh, yes, you do. Come on.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. So you've had a couple of bottles of wine.
No, a few glasses, a couple of bottles, I'd be out.
Oh, sorry, I'm judging you by my own standards. I do apologise. You know what? It's real. It's live. We're real people, and you know what? We portray ourselves as real people.
Oh, no judgment here. I've
There is
done
no
that
judgment.
myself a
You know
few
what? I
nights, a couple
smoke.
of
I have a
bottles.
glass of wine. Fantastic. You know what? It's about being real, and that's what the Supernatural Files is about in every single context.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm just a lightweight.
a lightweight.
Absolutely.
With a name like Athena, I don't believe that for one goddamn second. You know that, right?
Oh, but it's true.
No, it's not. That's your interpretation. So, Athena, everybody's waiting with bated breath. Is Athena going to come on the show for 2 minutes?
She is. She's here.
No, she's
She
not.
made an appearance.
That's her voice. I think she should come on the actual show. Think about it before you answer.
Say again.
You're tempted to come on the show for a couple of minutes. Come on.
You know what? I will do. You know what we should do really is get Gunner on with me. We could really go rounds.
No. I can get Gunner on with you. You know, but that's you copping out. That's you like putting the emphasis on Gunner. You know.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Come on. I think you should come on the show right now, just for a couple of minutes. Come on.
I told you, I'm sitting in my bed, my hair's up, all that stuff.
Nobody gives a damn about your hair.
Oh, but I do.
What is it about you and women in your hair? Seriously, you know what? Just do what I do. Put a hat on. Fantastic.
It doesn't work that way.
It does work that way. Look.
It does not.
Fantastic. If I took this off, it'd be like this. You know? Come on.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes? Good Lord. Come on, Athena. Just do it. And do you know what? I'll hang up. I'm going to give you 10 minutes and you can send me an email and I'm going to give you the link and you can come on the show. How's that sound?
Okay.
Is that good?
Sure.
What a trooper. Oh my goodness me. I'm so impressed with you.
All right.
Fantastic. Okay, so you got the email address.
I will email you my email address. How about that?
What email
Or
address are you
just-
going to email me on?
I will message you on Messenger my email address.
Okay.
Does that
Okay.
work?
I'm proud of you already. I've never even
All right.
seen you. Fantastic. Do you know what? You should be a guardian light, an example to everybody else that's sitting there going like, oh, I'd like to come
Oh,
on, but
well,
you
we'll
know.
see.
Throw fear to the wind, Athena. You know what? You live once, you got to do it. Fantastic.
All right. I shall message you on Messenger.
Fantastic.
My email address.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I greatly look forward to seeing you in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
See you
Take
soon.
care for now. Bye bye.
Bye.
Fantastic. Oh my God, I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Kimmy, carry on. Okay, that was in reference to do I end it here or carry on for a little bit longer? George, I thought to Athena, but Don didn't look in his spam folder for my email. Yeah, I did eventually, George. Come on, give this guy a break. Come on, I'm only human. Mostly. Right, while we're waiting for Athena to do her hair and anything else she wants to do to look absolutely fantastic. Right, now, this is a little bit late. Oh, it stopped again. What is with this goddamn phone? What is going on? I can only apologise for things beyond my control. Let me have a look. Okay. Portland. That was the last call. I'm going to try this now. Let's see who this is. I'm going for it, guys. It's ringing. I forgot the right number. Hello?
Yes.
Who's that?
This is Athena again.
Oh! Yeah, you are a mistake. Somebody called me and that's the last number that showed, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Alright?
All right.
Alright,
Bye.
take care. I'm trying my best, guys. It's a live show. Let's have a see what Skype's up to. Okay, hold on. In fact, you know, let's go on my computer a second. Oh, don't you just love live shows? Search here. Okay, let's go. Skype. Michael, missed call. Let's try this. Accept. Let me try this. I can't hear anything. It's connected. Michael, I'm trying, my friend. I am trying really hard right now. Hold on. Okay, so let me... Let me try and do this. Oh, accept. Angelina. Okay, you're accepted. Okay, chats. Let's see what we've got here. Angelina. Okay. Michael. Send me your number. Don-Phillips@outlook.com. Let's try that. This is not working too good. Let's try this. Can't hear nothing, can't see nothing. Okay, Michael, I tried. Michael, try Messenger. That will work. Right. Right. While we're waiting for Athena. Fantastic. Right, the Tuttle Mansion. I want to talk about that tonight. Okay. So, first of all, let me play this first little bit of the Tuttle Mansion. We're surrounded by a world of many mysteries. One of those mysteries is the afterlife. After many years working in the UK, I'm now travelling in America to help others unlock mysteries, investigate hauntings and prove another place of existence is very real. And sometimes events of the past can survive into our future. I'm Don Phillips. You are watching American Supernatural Uncovered. Okay, hold on a second, because now I've interrupted that because we have Michael. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, there we go. That's Michael. Michael, you're in the UK, right?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Do you know what? How many times have you tried to call in tonight?
About 5 or 6 times.
I know. It just rang once. I went to answer and like it just disappeared.
It connected, but I couldn't hear you, or you couldn't hear me for whatever reason.
Yeah, I will have to kind of check Skype out and see what this shit is going on with that. Okay, so how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
What can I do for you this evening?
Oh no, just checking in.
Just checking. What? No questions? No anything?
Well, I've got loads of questions.
Go for it.
Do you know anything more about the Latvians?
The Lightertons. The Lightertons, Michael.
Yes.
Do you know what? It's really weird because I had my first communication recently when we were talking about the portal things, and they suddenly popped in and I went, "You'll see it first." You obviously saw that clip, which was pretty intriguing. That was the first time I've heard from them for like 9, maybe 10 years. The only information I've got from them, it's pretty scattered and varied right now. It would appear that is the spirit of the Lightertons that I'm actually in communication with, which kind of makes sense. The spirits of aliens, which is like, wow,
Yeah.
And that kind of tips the whole thing, the whole religion thing, totally on its head, don't you think?
Yeah, it does. It does. It also makes sense for whatever I've done of research of him. Latvians are used in different cultures in mythology.
Hang on, say it again.
That the Latvians, they're used in different cultures in the mythology.
What, with that actual label, that name, the Lightians,
Yeah.
the Lightertons? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what,
Like,
Michael?
like
You
beings
found
coming
out,
from the sky.
you found out more than I have actually managed to find out. So elaborate a little bit for me and the viewers. What do you actually know about these things and the cultures and things?
Well, not a lot. It's just what I found about it is that there are different cultures, and they mention it in the mythology as beings that coming from the sky.
Okay.
And that's about it, really. There's not much else I can find about it.
Yeah, but specifically under that name, under that specific name. Okay. So, do you know, any research you've done, if you can actually forward it on to me, don-phillips@outlook.com, I'll look into that because that's more than I goddamn found out.
Yeah, well, it's just a Google search, and that's what I found. So
It's interesting, isn't it? Because you know what? There's always been this. I mean, some people like Steve and other people into the UFO thing of always says this like correlation between, sort of like paranormal and UFOs. And I've always, I until recently, kind of kept the two things separate because like UFOs, I've always been on the fence. Yeah, I have no doubt. I mean, you'll be absolutely crazy to think you are the only existence within the vast existence of the entire everything.
yeah,
All the solar system. I mean, we got a little solar system compared to all the others. So, I've always totally agreed. There must be something else, somebody else, some kind of thing, other else out there. But these guys, I mean, I was just intrigued. You know, I mean, when they kind of knew who Becky was and Becky knew who they was, she said they see and hear everything, and they said we see and hear everything. I think, what does that even mean? You know?
I know. It just opens up a whole new window, is it?
And do you know what?
It's just unbelievable.
We've not finished on
But
that. We are right on the very tip of the iceberg in relation to this. And this has never been mentioned before in the history of paranormal or even UFO research, you know. But it makes perfect sense that, I mean, the spirit, another kind of being would have some kind of spiritual thing, like when they die. I mean, if they're conscious, why wouldn't they? You know, so that's absolutely fascinating. I've got so many lines of inquiry at the moment. It's pretty mind-boggling. Everybody's looking to me for answers, and like there's so many questions in just it branches out in just so many different directions. I need another 3 lifetimes, literally. To
I know there's so much to explore, is it?
there is, but you know what? Me being me, it's fascinating because I have the opportunity to actually find them answers. This is direct contact with the spirits of an alien. Okay, let's not say alien. Another being.
Yeah.
They're never heard of before. The Lightians, the Lightertons, or whichever way it's pronounced. But it's certainly fascinating. And when we look right back, even to the Aztecs and stuff, you know, the depictions in the caves of these beings and this and that and everything else, there's definitely a link going on between UFO and paranormal. And this is a new kind of field for me.
Yeah, that's why I like the book Murder Gods, Cosmonauts.
Exactly. Now, I'm not into the conspiracy theories thing. I don't do that. I like to deal in fact.
Well, it's not really a conspiracy theory, is it? It's just his theory.
No, but you know what?
One of the theories.
People are amazingly good, Michael, at adding 2 and 2 together and getting 5. This is what we need to avoid at all costs. You know. But I mean, when you've got a clear voice that comes through, and we're talking about portals, and it's like, you will see it first, and it is that clear, and that just spun my mind, because I'm thinking, hang on a second, they know about portals, Becky knows about them, they know about her. Fascinating. So, you know, there's I would dedicate the rest of my life to finding answers to questions that people have never even asked before, you know.
I know.
It's me being me is a fascinating place to be, Michael.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'm doing a little bit of ghost hunting myself, and like you say, to put something out, to put something out that yourself are not completely sure about. It's hard to do, and that's why I admire that you have the ability that you can communicate with Becky and the other guys, and you know, and this is the thing, Michael. It's real communication. It's not like and subtitles. This is what it says. It's not my opinion. It's not my biased opinion. You know what I mean? I'm strict on evidence. I have to be for my credibility. Okay. Yeah.
And like if I'm not hearing it clearly, but I think it says, I won't even put that shit out. Because you know what, it's open to interpretation, and therefore open to attack, and that is not what we need in the field of paranormal research. You know, we need to start getting. It's about bringing stuff to the table, Michael. I mean, on the Supernatural Files here, you know, we bring things to the table which are credible, testable, repeatable. Not my opinion. This is not about Don Flitz or my opinion. This is about genuine communications with spirited people or other beings or whatever you want to call it. And this is the thing that's important. And you know what? My experiments I want to get planned for this year are absolutely phenomenal. my communications.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I keep on following you. I've been following you for about, I don't know, I think about 5-6 years now.
Wow.
You know, when you're still down in the UK. And
And I've already
just the
heard.
credibility that you bring over, and you know, nothing compares to it. It's amazing.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I appreciate my work being appreciated for what it is. Do you know, I'm not a fantasist. I'm very grounded. I am skeptical as well. You know, these are the ingredients that you actually need
Yeah.
when you're trying to bring credibility into the field.
Yeah,
And do you
definitely.
know what? It's no big secret. Credibility is seriously needed in the
Mm-hmm.
field of paranormal research. You know.
That's just so true. I'm the first to try to debunk anything, you know, on our outings that we do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fantastic. Michael, where are you based?
I live in UK, but I'm originally from Belgium.
I knew you wasn't. I knew
I'm
you
in
wasn't
North
British.
Lincolnshire.
I got that straight away.
Yeah, I'm in North Lincolnshire based.
Okay. So, what's your? Okay. What was and what is your take on the paranormal scene?
Sorry, say that again.
How has your opinion changed over the paranormal scene? Shall we say over the last 5 or 6 years? I mean, you know, you've seen the YouTube crap out there. There's so much
Yeah.
fake. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I have to start with the beginning really, because my first. Well, I don't know if it was a true paranormal experience or it was an electronic malfunction, but when I was about, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, my parents were split up, and on the weekends I would stay over with my mom. I would sleep on the couch on the weekend in the living room. And, you know, back in the 90s, they had the hi-fi towers.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
You know, with the six CD loader changer. And in the middle of the night, the device was switched off. In the middle of the night, the device switches on, plays music full blast.
Okay.
That woke me up, freaked me out. So eventually I got the nerve to get up, switch it off. And then after like 5-10 minutes, I did exactly the same again. And that is something that always kept me thinking, like, why, how? After that, I've always been like interested in, like, you know, paranormal, UFOs, aliens, all that type of stuff.
Do you know what? This is the thing. I mean, I do what I do and I'm very successful, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's not all about Don Phillips at the end of the day. You know, I haven't got an ego. I don't need an ego. I mean, I do. I am who I am, what I am, and I do what I do.
Yeah.
But do you know what? The thing is this, Michael. It's not about Don Phillips. Well, it is a little bit. I understand that. But it's about the guys, and it's about you people. You people that have experiences and generally get dissed at the first opportunity by skeptics and society, you know.
Yeah.
It's about really pushing the boundaries and supporting people like you, Michael, and people that have had genuine experiences. Science hasn't got a clue. Science doesn't listen. You know that already.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I know.
The interesting thing is, skeptics. In a positive sense, I'm not dissing skeptics because, like I've said many times before, skepticism is an integral part of your toolkit. That is part of the work you do and who you are. If you haven't got skepticism, you know what? You are not a paranormal investigative researcher. Period. You're just not, because that means you've got a bias straight away. Skeptics is not a bad word. Skepticism is vital and important in your work. But cynicism is a totally different thing. They're just like, whatever. And there's a lot of cynics posing as skeptics, or cynics that think they're skeptics when they're actually really not. But this is the thing. When I appeared on the scene, the short version is, I got attacked from all sides. Of course I did. This is another guy making stupid, crazy claims. Oh, he's an easy target. Over time, it's kind of worked out. Don's maybe not the easy target we thought he was. You know.
Yeah.
It's all about the level of stuff that you produce, the amount of stuff you put out, and your claims being substantiated. You know.
Yeah.
to the point that over the last 3-4 years, skeptics I don't get any anymore. They don't even come close. They just don't even comment. They just nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't hear nothing from skeptics. I put a video out. I don't get nothing. I mean, a few years ago, I would get comments from skeptics probably, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. Now, there's absolutely nothing. Because you know what? I have worked my ass off. That was weird. There's no wind tonight. Oh, it's not that weird. It's called the wife effect. Anyway, what I'm basically saying, Michael, is we can challenge skepticism, we can challenge science, we can do it in a positive sense. We're all grown-ups, we're all adults, but people need to start listening. Forget the crap 95% of this shit on YouTube. This is a proper subject.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a proper subject worthy of further study and investigation in a professional sense. That's where we're heading with this. Me, the guys, you guys, and the Supernatural Files. We're challenging everything, but we're doing it in the right way.
That's one thing that bothers me too. Like, you know, you just mentioned, like others channels who don't see genuine, but they get like millions of views, and you who are genuine is struggling to get any more views or get more viral. That really bothers me, and I wish we do something to make you more aware to other people.
It bothers me as well. There's a paranormal group, I'm not even going to mention, they're late teens, early 20s, and they're going out.
Yeah, I know what
F
you mean.
this dude, F that dude, that, and they put a video out, and within 48 hours, they got 70,000 views. And I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? Like I said before, I would rather struggle my ass off to deal with genuine people like you and my followers, and put genuine stuff out, and get the views I get right now, than get 70,000 views in 24 hours, and it all be bullshit. Come here.
I can't get in.
You can push the door to the left.
To my right.
You still not fixed the door, Don?
Do you know what? No, I haven't fixed the door. But you know what? It wouldn't need fixing if a certain wifey hadn't broken it one night when she had too much wine, and instead of sliding it, she decided to pull it. Get your ass in it.
I can't get. I'm not that skinny.
Put your foot at the bottom. Push it, and then use your hand and push it at the top. Lift it up a little. Keep going. Oh, don't give me the dramatics of pain. You're walking through a goddamn door, for crying out loud.
I'm gonna leave it open.
You leave it open. Okay, here's the wifey. Michael, I appreciate your input. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for calling in. We're going to talk to Paddy very quickly, and then we're going to get to Athena, who's going to come on the show, which I'm really proud of her.
All right. Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. Anytime at all.
Yeah.
Take care for now. Bye-bye.
Catch you later.
Okay, so that was Michael. Some valid points there, and it creeps in.
Hey.
Oh my God! You know what? I will be a gentleman. Come in. Let me give you a knee. Sit your ass down there.
Hey.
Okay. Here's the COVID petri dish. How are you, darling?
I've been better.
She's been a lot better. Okay. So, anyway, this is the wife that I'm very proud of. She's had a really tough.
Fall on the
You're
floor.
not going to fall. Oh no, you fall. She's had a really tough time with COVID over the last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Oh, it's a bitch.
It is a bit.
It is a bitch.
But you've been well taken care of.
I have.
You really have, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody at this point is going, you know. Okay.
I can't imagine doing this alone. I
No.
just can't.
No, well, you didn't have to, did you?
No.
You're all good now. Okay, fantastic. You can go now.
Well, I'm waiting for Athena.
Oh, you want Athena to come on?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Of course you are. Let me just check my comments. Oh my God, this show's gone totally kind of left field again. It's going to be a shortish one. Okay, what we got? Hi Patty, hope you get better soon. That's Kimmy.
You guys are so nice.
Oh, they were amazing. Do you know, they were amazing. Hello, beautiful.
Happy anniversary. Oh, thanks,
Oh, fantastic.
Athena, hello, beautiful.
Fantastic. Well, let me check my emails. Athena, have you sent me that email yet? The link. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, Kimmy, thank you.
Let's have a little look. Not yet.
No,
Athena,
look on your other one.
I'm looking at both of them. Okay, Athena. Michael. Oh, no, you know what, Michael? She's a good girl. She's a good girl. She's been really poorly. Miss Petri dish. Happy anniversary. Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
1 year. What about that shit?
I know.
I decided to keep you a little bit longer. I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd try it for another year. This is what we do every year. We kind of look at things and say, shall we do another year?
Baloney.
Yeah, you know when you want a good thing. Okay, I sent you your messenger. Okay, let me check this.
Messenger. Yeah, that's what she told you she was going to do.
Okay,
I'm
let
fine.
me see what's going on. Hang on, messenger. Oh,
She sent you her email on
she
your
did.
messenger.
She did. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Invite.
Then you got to put.
Right. So what I've got to do is this. Bum 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 bum. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Wow, this is a long show again, isn't it?
Because you talk so much.
Because you know what, we have a fantastic community. Let me just do this, and then Athena should pop up on there.
Then she should pop up on Messenger.
Hold on a second.
Go to Messenger.
Let's have a look. Okay, it's all gone tits all right now. Right, what's this? I don't want that, do I?
No, it's a different person. Got to go to Messenger right there.
I was on Messenger. Hold
No,
on a
you
second.
weren't.
It's gone to this kind of meta business suite. I don't want that.
No, you don't.
Where's Messenger? Oh, Messenger.
Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you about that. I mean, but
So that's
it's,
Kyle. There's nothing there on from Athena. Facebook. Athena. No. Instagram. No. Okay.
Can't you just call her?
No, I'm going to do it this way. Hold on. I'm going to do it this way.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Right, so I'm going to go to... Bear with me, Athena. Oh, shit. Hang on a second.
You gotta scoot back.
Hey, scoot back. I want to go down seat. What do you mean scoot back?
Scoot back, I'm falling off the chair.
Well, that's not my fault.
Where's the other chair we used to have in here?
Hang on. Right, I'm trying to do this now.
Okay.
2. Right, let me check this out.
Yeah.
You need to get off my knee because I'm getting a dead leg. No, I really am getting a dead leg.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Right, hang on. I've got this. Right, so I'm sending it. Right, 2. Bear with me, guys. Oh, it's not there, does it? Hold on.
No.
We love this live shit. Right, hang on. Oh,
That's a lot of Z's.
hang on, I've done that. Got that. Got that. Okay, let's try this one. Subject, I'm just going to put Don.
Oh, where'd you go?
Now I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to send. There we go. Now, Athena, you should get an email with a link. Let me know if you received it. Okay, so. I love long shows, Michael. I'm glad you do. We're knackered. It's today here. Athena. Okay, Athena, I've just sent you an email link.
On Messenger.
On Messenger. Wait, it'll be an email on what you sent me to get you actually on the show. In the meantime, let's get back on track. Okay, so there's the Petri dish. Right, now, now Michael rang us before and I was just about to play this. We're surrounded by a world of many mysteries. One of those mysteries is the afterlife. After many years working in the UK, I'm now travelling in America to help others unlock mysteries, investigate hauntings and prove another place of existence is very real. And sometimes events of the past can survive into our future. I'm Don Phillips. You are watching American Supernatural Uncovered.
Tonight, American Supernatural Uncovered heads to Watsonville, California to investigate multiple witness accounts of paranormal activity at the historical Tuttle Mansion. Apparitions, voices, childlike whispers, all shared with a darker checkered past of murder, suicide, and rage. Once the childhood home of sisters Kathy and Jennifer Oliver West, now Kathy and Jennifer want answers and have called in Don and his team to discover just what's going on here at Tuttle Mansion.
So my name is Kathy Oliver, and I am co-owner of the Tuttle Mansion with my twin sister Jennifer. And our father purchased the property when I was about 8 years old. And we pretty much grew up here after hours or when we're not in school and all of that. And so we always saw things as children, but we never really made it into anything because we were kids. We're like, whatever it is, it's somebody playing games with us. But as I got older, and when Jennifer and I took over the family business and we were here a lot more often, we started to hear stories from people. And the stories were incredible. Some of them were unbelievable. And I'm a skeptic to some degree because I haven't seen anything. I have only heard things that a skeptic can pretty much explain. And so many stories had come to our attention these last few years, and we thought it's time to really do something about it. And so we contacted Don, and he flew over from the UK, and we wanted to know, is there something going on with this mansion? We wanted to know.
We wanted to know.
No, yeah.
Okay, so that's a little introduction to the Tuttle Mansion. And obviously, there's new people that are watching this that don't know anything about this, so that's why we have to play these little things. Athena, I sent you an email. Let me know if you got the link. Right, so, the Tuttle Mansion. Wow. Do we do this tonight? I mean, we're now getting on for nearly 3 hours, or do we save it?
That is a whole thing on its own. I mean, seriously.
It says my browser doesn't support that link. What? It's an email. How can your browser not support that link? Okay. What browser are you using, Athena? This is like 3 hours. Can you?
I know. You're going to have to do Tuttle Mansion on another day.
I think maybe we.
Yeah,
we
because that's a whole story on itself. You know.
Athena, what browser are you using? Because that should have just worked. Okay, guys. So we're waiting on Athena right now. We've done the Oxford thing. Pretty intriguing stuff. We have the petri dish.
Can I hit him now, or should I wait till he comes in?
You can't hit me on camera. There's too many witnesses. Get out of town. Okay. The Tuttle Mansion, maybe we should do on the next show because it could be another hour or two. I know you guys love long shows, but there's a whole lot going on there.
Yeah, there is.
And it's been 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. You need to just do that next time.
I think so. Athena, let me see what we got. I have Safari and DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo, wise choice. Okay. I'm not sure what to do on that one. Okay, Athena, listen. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a call in the week. We'll work out the best way to do this and get you on the show. I'm going to say, I think right now, guys, thank you for your input and your contributions to tonight's show. It has been, unpredictably, 3 hours in about 3 minutes time. I hope you found this show intriguing. It's been great to get some new voices on the show, obviously. The Oxford, like I said, just was our anniversary.
Yes.
Of course you know.
Of course
you know. You was there when we got married.
Yeah,
so,
I think I was.
If you test negative tomorrow, are we going to the saloon?
Yes, that would be nice. They have great food there.
Yeah, they do.
God.
Okay, so then that can hatch my plan.
Yeah, but it means we got to go to bed at a reasonable time.
What, you mean before 5 a.m. like yesterday? Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's hard work. But I love her lots. God, just come down here a minute. Just say. Look at the camera.
Because I haven't had my hair cut.
I know you don't like shit, but it doesn't matter. They know you're not really black hair now.
Oh, don't you keep putting the grey out there and people can see it.
This is the Supernatural Files, it's real. Okay, guys, I think we should call the Justice closed because we are now on the hour of 3 hours. Okay, Athena, we'll sort something out. Okay, George, do it next show.
Yeah, do it next show.
And go hang out with Patty. Yeah, I'm going to hang out with Patty. Kimmy, yeah, go give your beautiful lady a big love and cuddles. We can do that. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Big love and cuddles. There we go. That's how it works.
That's how he got COVID.
Yeah, that is how I got COVID.
Becky said
God damn.
that he got it in the kitchen.
Yeah, I got it in the kitchen
It's
when
when
you
I
came back
came
from
back
work.
from work. And you know where I
kiss.
got it? Becky said the gym, because I go with my kids in the gym.
Do you know why you got it?
Do PE.
Do you know why you got it?
Because I wasn't wearing a mask.
Because you wasn't wearing a mask. And who has been on your ass about wearing a mask?
You and Dylan, my son.
Exactly. And what happened?
I got COVID.
You did. And you suffered. Right, guys, you know
I
what?
learned a lesson.
You needed to. Right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight on the Supernatural Files. It wasn't supposed to be an hour and a half. I said to Paddy it'd be about an hour and a half. But you guys have made it a show, as you always do. So, absolutely fantastic. Next week, we're going to sort out them
Yeah, I got
the footage from that train thing, George and guys, that I've got.
I just think that it's a regular train. Joy,
You Americans are so loud.
No, we are.
Just talk. You should just
No, that's
damn it.
the way women are in America.
Wow.
Yeah. No, seriously, I do think it's just a regular train. Because
It might be a regular train, but
I just
nevertheless, we have to put that footage out for these guys to decide. Because I've not included it in the main documentary.
Don't. Yeah,
We will ask
don't.
these guys, what do you think?
No, because I already know what I think.
Yeah, that's what you think, not what you know. There's a big difference there. Okay, you know what, let's not babble on too long because these guys have got a bed to go to, especially the fantastical supporters in the UK that are still up at 5, 6 a.m.
And Germany.
And Germany and everybody. Guys, you know what? We need to push this show out, send it to your friends and everything for the next one, send all the links, let's build the channel, subscribe if you're new to this channel because you know what, it is real and things sometimes go tits up, but that's what we're all
I
about.
gotta go sit down.
Yeah, you can go now, you've done your piece. Bye,
Baby,
go,
baby.
just go. Just
If I can get through that damn
Just-
door. I hate that door.
go. Yeah, the door was fine before you broke it. What's up with you?
Yeah, but you haven't fixed it.
I wouldn't need to fix it if you haven't broken it in the first goddamn place. Women logic. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us this evening. You've all been absolutely amazing. Good night. Thanks for having me on. See you next time. Yeah, Michael, absolutely. Guys, stay safe. Oh, she's nearly gone. You're not that fat. Just walk out the goddamn door. What is wrong with you?
Because my stomach won't let me.
Do something useful and go and put a Marie Callender shepherd's pie in the microwave for me or something. I've had nothing to eat since yesterday.
Well,
She's nearly gone, don't worry. She disappeared off into the darkness. Guys, fantastic. I appreciate you all, love you all, absolutely fantastic. I will see you next week here on the Supernatural Files. Kevin, good night. Good night, Kevin. Good night, everybody. Absolutely fantastic. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye for now.